Tiffany from Breakfast with Tiffany, and Happy New Year! Oh my gosh, okay, so I'm so excited because this is the first video I have recorded in 2019. Hey, it's a new year. Okay, all right, okay. I know, you probably thinking, Tiffany, why is your bare face on Al Gore's internet? Cause I woke up like this. I woke up like this. No, in reality, I did. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I did. This is the way I woke up. Actually, I had my bonnet on, but anyway, I know. Usually, I would be beat, have my eyebrows done. All right, so let's talk about these brows. I need y'all to pray for me. I'm currently on a financial fast, and if you don't know what a financial fast is, it's where I can't spend any money outside of what I budgeted for essentials. And although it should be, eyebrow grooming is not essential. So I'm gonna need y'all to pray. But I still haven't told y'all why my face is bare. Okay, so 2018, I was flew out. The entire year, I was gone. Status not here. And my face suffered. Like, I exposed it to so many different elements, different types of air quality and water sources, and then not to mention going in and out of hotels and subjecting it to the detergents that they use to clean their linen. And by the end of the year, my face was like, bruh, you have got to do something. So I started to do some research. I got on the YouTube to see what y'all was doing, and y'all are doing a lot. But I did come across one challenge that was a bit intriguing, and that was the Turmeric Challenge. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I posted a video stating that I was going to try the Turmeric Challenge, and I did that. Some of you guys may know what it is, some of you all may not. But on this video, I'm sharing with you what happened when I did the Turmeric Challenge. See, I'm bearing it all. Like what I did there? All right, okay, I know, because if I was you, I'd be saying the same thing. Girl, get to this video. I won't be labor any longer. Let's get to the video. All right, so turmeric. What is turmeric? I did a lot of research, came across a whole lot of words that I cannot pronounce, and I'm not gonna bore you with it. But what I will tell you is that turmeric is an Indian spice grown in the Indian and Southeast Asian region. And so the two properties that caused me to want to do the turmeric challenge are, number one, turmeric is an anti-inflammatory. And so what that means is, because I was exposing my skin to so many different elements, because I was traveling and I was up early in the morning and up late at night, my skin was very irritated. And so because of the anti-inflammatory, it will help to calm my skin. The next property is turmeric is an antibacterial. And so you all do not know, but I have seb dermatitis. And so what that is essentially cradle cap for adults. And it's where yeast will build up on your skin. So mine is more prevalent on my scalp and sometimes in my ears. And so I have to be very cognizant of how much yeast I'm consuming so that it doesn't continue to build up on my scalp. So because of that, turmeric, it helped to bring the level of the yeast production in my scalp. Now, first of all, before you get real fancy, that does not mean someone who has seb dermatitis get yeast infections all the time. Let me school you real quick. That is not what that means, okay? It just means that they will have buildup on their scalp. Sometimes you may see that some people may have buildup in their ears. You may be like, oh, her ears dirty. She not cleaning. Judge your mama. It's difficult sometimes to manage it because it builds up so quickly. For some people, it's like it cannot. Like sometimes you'll see people whose face looks like very scaly, and a lot of times that's what it is. So before you start casting your stones, you need to find out what's going on with people. That was a lesson. I'm charging you nothing for it. All right, so let's get to the turmeric. I share with you why I chose to do the challenge, and now I'm going to share with you how I did the challenge. So with the turmeric challenge, you are required to take the turmeric, the ground turmeric, and create a mask out of it. I went to my local health food store and I purchased turmeric. They sold about an ounce, and it was very inexpensive. I think it was like 89 cents an ounce. And so I came home and I made a paste with water, warm water. So I wanted to make the consistency of my turmeric rather thick because I wanted to be able to continue my nightly routine, whether that's checking email, putting clothes in the laundry, whatever I needed to do. I wanted to be able to do that and not have turmeric dripping all over the place. And so I made my turmeric thick and I did the mask for 5 days. Now, I did not do it for 5 days consecutively. I did 2 days, skipped a day. I did a day, skipped a day, and then I did one more day. And the reason for that is because turmeric has a very high staining property, and I did not want to be walking around here looking like an Oompa Loompa, okay? And so I noticed that after the second day, this is just a little bit too much for me, and so I decided to skip a day. And when I was washing my face to actually do the turmeric mask, because you need to make certain that your face is clean, I will wash my face before I did the mask, and then I will put the mask on my face and rub it in. Make certain you have gloves, because if not, your nails will be and hands will be very orange when you're done. And I would just let that sit on anywhere from like 30 to 45 minutes depending on what my skin felt like on that day. And once the timer went off, I went to the restroom and just damped my fingertips with water. I did not want to take the mask off because at this point I wanted to exfoliate. Turmeric has a very good exfoliating power, and so I would just rub the turmeric gently into my skin and just kind of let it exfoliate my skin. And I would do that for about a minute or so, and then that's when I would rinse my face off. And I would have to wash my face like 3 or 4 times just to get the residue of turmeric off my face. So I do want to caution you guys about that. So when I was toning, I would also make certain that I did not get any of the orange residue on my cotton pad, just to make certain I didn't want to transfer that turmeric from my face to my sheets, okay? So I did it for 5 days. Tiffany, how did you like it? Did it help your skin? Did it not help your skin? So honestly, it was cool. It was good. I mean, did I wake up after the 5th day and no more blemishes? Absolutely not. And anybody that tells you, they're a liar. And they need salvation. And so, the things that I liked about the turmeric mask was, number one, I appreciated how soft my skin was after I did the mask. Like, it was like real. So I was like, okay. But it probably had a lot to do with the fact that I was exfoliating regularly, or more than I normally would. So another reason why I liked the turmeric challenge was because it brightened my skin. Like, I started to see that my skin was more radiant, and just my skin itself on my face looked very bright and shiny, if you will. I don't really know how to explain it, but I really did appreciate that. In the winter time, my skin can start to get dull and real ashy. Like, girl, put some Vaseline on your face. But the turmeric challenge really helped to brighten that up and make my skin more radiant. The last reason why I enjoyed the turmeric challenge is because one night when I was doing the challenge, I was traveling at the time, so I was in a hotel. I saw that I had a bump on my face, and I was like, not up in here, not up in here. So I did the challenge. I left it on for 45 minutes that night, and I took it off, and the next morning, the bump that had started to form was gone. I don't know why I left. I also did some praying, so that could have been it too. Thank you, Jesus. So I really did appreciate that. Would I do the challenge again? Absolutely. I have not done it since then, just because it takes time to make the mask, as well as you need to make certain that whatever you're going to be doing, you can kind of not be interrupted and allow it to sit on for the amount of time that it needs to. So I would definitely encourage you guys to try it. It's very inexpensive. You don't have to spend a lot of money on it. You don't have to use a lot of products. Although I have seen some people on YouTube that will include yogurt or honey or lemon to theirs. I did not do that. I did not have the time, nor did I have the desire to get all that stuff and mix all that stuff up. It's 7 o'clock at night. I'm not doing all of that. I just cooked my dinner. I want to eat and I want to go to bed. But some of y'all, go right ahead. Another thing that I noticed is that some people made batches of it and just use that throughout the week. I did not want to do that. I wanted to make a fresh batch every night. So I did that, and yeah, that was my experience. Let me know, have you all done the turmeric challenge? Did you enjoy it? What were some of the benefits that you experience from it? Did you include other ingredients? I want to hear it below. Leave your comments below. And as always, please subscribe to my channel. I don't want you to miss not one video. All right, y'all have a good day, and as always, pray fervently, travel often.